My name's Vanessa Hunt. I'm 27 and I live in Portsmouth, Ohio. I'm in a facility called Stepping Stones. It's an inpatient rehab. I started using at 13. I've done pretty much every drug out there, and I definitely have a big problem. I got this heart tattoo with the EKG graph on it because I have overdosed and died 6 times and been brought back to life. I have lots of tattoos. I think that body modification is a really healthy way for me to express myself, and it releases dopamine in your brain when you get a tattoo or a piercing. So it's like a way for me to get a physical high without putting drugs into my body. My husband and I have the Browning deer symbols on my hand, and when we hold hands it makes like the Browning deer heart. It's cute. He has a buck and I have a doe. We're a little bit country. I met him in church in 2014 and we started spending some time together, and we got married 2 years ago, and we've had lots of babies since then. We've got a really good relationship. There's some trust issues and stuff from my substance abuse, but overall we're able to work through things, and we go to marriage counseling and family counseling at Shawnee Mental Health down here in Portsmouth. So that's really helped us connect and bond and strengthen our relationship. I have a 2-month-old, a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-year-old. I lost custody of my children through Children's Services. I'm trying to get custody back of my kids and visitation that's unsupervised, because right now I can only see them if I'm in this facility or if my husband is supervising the visits. So I would like unsupervised visitation and custody back. The state has full custody and my husband has temporary guardianship. On the weekends usually is the only time I get to see them, and it's when I go home for a pass or for a 2-hour visit on Sunday.
I'm getting bigger. Dude, that's not big enough. See? Compared to me and mommy. Look, compared to me and mommy. Don't be big enough. I don't want a little pumpkin, I want a big pumpkin. What are you doing, Vanessa?
Trying to make a Ninja Turtle mask, Bree.
She done fucked it all up.
Oh.
Mama, I put my face in the pumpkin hole.
You did.
Did you put your hands in there?
Watch your fingers.
This will do it.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Quit throwing seeds at me, you little.
Good job, Jenny. That's where I'm
Don't you ever tell me what's wrong.
This is how difficult it is.
Brianna, get it out of my.
Stop.
Oh. Great, there's pumpkin seeds in your hair, Debbie.
The worst part of being here is not being able to wake up next to my husband every day or make breakfast for my kids in the mornings. They've been affected by me leaving and coming to treatment so many times. My 4-year-old has some separation anxiety issues. He also has hepatitis C from where I was an IV user. So I think they've been deeply affected, and they have trust issues with me. But I love them still, and they are very attached to me. If they could all 3 live with me here in Stepping Stones, they would, but there's just not enough space in the program. I'm in drug court, like family reunification drug court, and they've got incentives if you're doing well, and then they've got sanctions if you were to have a positive drug screen. So if I were to use right now, I would go to jail. And I think that's what helps me the most, is knowing like the consequences that I have over my head if I were to use. I've spent a total of 18 months here at Stepping Stones, and I don't know, hopefully this is my last time through.